Broncos Country. Let's freaking go. Welcome to the Fuck Your Feelings post-game podcast show. I can't even think right now. That was absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
What a game, dude.
I don't even know what to say. I wasn't even supposed to have you on the screen. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Holy cow. Let's get into it. Orange and Blue Crew, OBN, let's freaking go.
Every touchdown scored, our spirits ignite. Let's celebrate our boys into the night. When the whistle blows, it's all about the day. Through the highs and lows, we'll never feel shame. This is our house. Hear the fans scream, buck your feelings.
All right, everybody take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
All right, I got one for you, Yost. And since this is what Johnny loves to do when we win. All right, enough of that. Bro, I'm out of breath. I've been pacing, I've been yelling. I don't even know what to say. Like that was the most ridiculous ending to a football game, and for once we were on the right side of it.
I mean, like, dude, I was just thinking, I was like, the first time you and I hosted the post game show, right, was the Colts versus us game, right? We lost to a last second field goal, right? We were upset. We were like, oh, what a just demoralizing loss. Just with 40 seconds on the clock to just absolutely push down the field and end it like that is just, it's music to my ears.
Bro, I'm still at a loss for words. I am literally, as we're sitting here, trying to gather my thoughts because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was mad as hell the entire game. The entire effing game.
I today just got this man's phone number, right? So we can coordinate the show. This man was texting me. The whole time.
I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off.
Which, let's be honest. Rightly so. Okay. I can't remember who it was in the pregame show. We got to look at that.
Saying, did we saw a comeback coming?
We got
Virgil Kane. Greetings from Manchester, England.
What's up, dude? Welcome,
Virgil. I think we've seen you in here before. Thank you for stopping in. Shy Vargas is on the same boat as we are.
No, what I was gonna say is, somebody in the pregame show was like, "I just want one good quarter, brother." I didn't know you meant like that. Like
it wasn't even a good quarter. It was like a good 5 minutes. Like how does Denver score 30-something points in the fourth quarter? 30-something points.
We finally broke 30, right? And in the most dramatic way. Okay, here's some firsts for the season off of this game, right? And we're definitely going to get into more. So first time to break 30. right, this season. First turnover interception this season at a moment that we absolutely needed it. Like, holy shnikes.
Yeah!
Dude, I'm telling you, like, and Johnny would kill me if I didn't play this one.
Let's go!
Dude, I'm flabbergasted, absolutely flabbergasted at that performance. Okay, let's. All right, let me take a breath here before I pass the hell out. Let me get some housekeeping out of the way. Again, welcome to the Buck Your Feelings post game podcast show. We got Lil Yost.
I got my little football here.
Hell.
Got my little football.
Hey,
go Broncos.
So again, we want to thank everybody for joining us. Sorry, it's a little later than usual. The game, as you all know, took a little time to finish. Again, give us a like, subscribe, follow on all our socials: YouTube, X, Facebook, everywhere you listen to your favorite podcast shows. Again, we're sitting. I haven't even checked the YouTube page. I can't even talk, Yost. This is how flabbergasted this game has me. I cannot even communicate how I feel. But again, like, subscribe, especially on YouTube. Share it out. We're trying to hit 539 so we can give a Bo Nix orange jersey giveaway. Again, gonna just run through our shows. Orange and Blue Blitz Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11. Broncos Bros at 7. Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue Tuesday at 6. The Symposium show, and I apologize, Wednesday at 2:30. We have the Broncos Talk Wednesday at 6. So we got 2 shows that day. On Friday for our Spanish speakers, we got Viva Los Broncos at 6. Any breaking news, we have the Fresh Squeeze. Again, every day or every game day, but an hour before kickoff, we have the Get Bucked pregame show. And as you're watching and listening right now, we have the Buck Your Feelings postgame podcast show. We want to give a shout out to W, the sponsor of all of our shows. W has no sugar, no calories, no maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colors. It's formulated with nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics, including the patented Neurofactor. Nootropic and caffeine is derived directly from the coffee fruit. So for our listeners and our viewers, head over to w.gg, use code OBN10, that's OBN10 for 10% off your order at checkout. Let me get back here. Again, thank you, Yost, for hosting another post game with myself. As the rest of our crew are probably celebrating like animals right now at the stadium.
The Mile High Viking is definitely drinking right now. I can tell you that right now. The Mile High Viking is definitely.
I will
that man's about to go raid the city of New York.
I guarantee all of them are going to be doing that and enjoying the hell out of this win. So I kind of already gave my thoughts. I'm just going to circle back here for a minute so we can kind of take a breath, collect ourselves, collect our thoughts. Again, 3 quarters of absolutely just god awful football. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to act like, our defense played like trash for 3 quarters.
I can't say that our defense played like trash for 3 quarters. We had some issues.
We were down 19-0.
We were, but okay. But let's actually look at it though, right? Let's actually look at it. One was off of a tip pass, right, to the tight end, right, when we went down to 26, right? The tip pass, right? Things happen, right? We had just gotten a touchdown in the end zone on them for the same thing, right? So you can't, like, there ain't much you can do, right? When you're like, hey, we got it covered, and all of a sudden, what the hell is going on?
I didn't even know who their tight end was. I was like, who the hell is that?
I don't know, but that dude had a heck of a game. I'll tell you right now. Wan'Dale Robinson, right? This what I tell you, Pat Surtain and the penalties, man. Pat Surtain, and then who was the last one on? It wasn't. Was it Riley Moss?
Probably.
I think it was Riley Moss with the last pass, like a lot of pass interference, right? Like that's a huge issue that we have, right? So besides those, I mean, what really upset me was how everybody was like, Trey Greenlaw's back, we're about to run him up. I didn't see any big plays from Trey Greenlaw tonight.
I heard his name called once, maybe twice. And we're gonna get into all the stats and everything shortly.
I mean, yeah. If you want to cover defense, I'll cover offense because I'll tell you right now, that's where I was getting upset. I already got the stat sheet pulled up for it.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. And can New York not get a penalty? I mean, we had 6 defensive penalties on us to their. I think at the time, they had 3 total. Like, yeah. I'm elated, but at the same time, I'm still pissed.
Yeah,
because at the end of this game, we still don't know what our identity is. Our offense is still struggling like hell.
No, well, that's the thing that I want to say this right now. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. We need an offensive coordinator. I get it. Everybody's like, Sean Payton is great. He's, tactical genius on the football field. He's this, he's that. He's got a Super Bowl ring. That man cannot get out of his own way for 3 quarters and then last second just be like, okay, we're going to do this. Like, this man.
We have an offensive coordinator. It's Joe Lombardi, but he's not calling the plays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we have one, but we all know who's making the play calls, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like I need Sean Payton to step back, right? Just step back. Listen,
I'm mad at Sean Payton. I know I'm jumping towards the end of the game, but I'm mad at Sean Payton for taking his ass out on the field and getting another penalty. He's going to get fined for that. Like 100%. He's going to absolutely get fined for that.
Yeah. Okay, pull up this comment from D-Rock that he just dropped.
The one at the very bottom?
Yeah.
D-Rock comes in saying, honestly, I'm not excited over the win. We need weapons. We are struggling to get open, and the drops
this game were absolutely diabolical. Like, listen, we have weapons. Again, we're not using them, or they're just not playing to their potential. All right, there were some really good. Listen, I honestly, the almost one-handed catch from Mims was, I thought he had it, right, and he just couldn't bring it in. Okay, that's a hard catch to make. It is what it is. I can't say nothing about the drops though. I can't say nothing about what was his name. It wasn't Prentice? Was it?
Oh, Garrett Bowles?
No, the Garrett Bowles play was just. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk. Yeah, that's one of those Sean Payton things. I was like, "What are you thinking, dog?"
I think the more looming factor to our offense was how many passes Bo Nix was getting tipped. I mean, it was the tip bowl, and we're not talking about cash. The tip bowl of the century. I mean, this dude. I don't know if we need taller coaches. I don't know if they need to get like some broomsticks up so he can practice throwing over them. But this dude had more passes tipped than a stripper gets in a single night. Like it's ridiculous.
It was like, I don't know if he's just not. I don't even know. I don't know. My thing is between that and let's talk about how in the beginning of the game, why are we passing the ball 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage? Why are we passing the ball 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, right? Because we're like, oh, yeah, we'll do a screen pass, and then gets hit 1 yard behind at the line of scrimmage for nothing. All right, cool. So I just wasted that down. I could have run the ball and maybe pulled a yard.
We ran multiple screen passes in a row. Yeah. In a row.
And made nothing. What are we doing?
All right. Let me get into some of these stats here. Bo Nix for the game. I'm just going to kind of run down the sheet, and unless you want to take one over the other.
I'll take offense.
All right.
No problem.
Run it down.
Bo Nix had 27 out of 50 for 279. His average was 5.6 yards. He had the 2 interceptions plus the 2 that he had rushing in.
No, you mean 2 touchdowns. He had no interceptions.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Sorry. Plus the 2 rushing touchdowns. Apologize. We had J.K. Dobbins, number 1 carrier, 14 carries for 81 yards. I think Dobbins had a pretty decent day. Wasn't his best by far. But, I mean, 81 off 14 isn't terrible. Like I said, Bo right behind him, 5 carries for 48 yards with 2 touchdowns. We had Mims with the 1 for 13. RJ Harvey he's a receiver. He is a receiver dressed as a running back. That man had 4 carries for no yards. That man, every time that man got the ball in his hands, like, all right, go run. He was like, I don't want to. As soon as it was like, hey, go catch this pass, he's like, hey, I'm all over it. Like, what are we doing? Keep going into receiving. We got Courtland Sutton, number 1, 6 receptions for 87 yards. Followed right behind.
One more. That would have been a tribute. 1 more yard. That would have been a tribute.
One more. You were so close. And then right behind him, only 3 away from 88, was Marvin Mims at for 6 receptions for 85. I will say, I was yelling about this at the pregame show. I was yelling about it at the pregame show. I want Evan Ingram. I want his man targeted. And finally he was targeted. He was targeted 8 times tonight. All right. I think that was big, especially when he started making those catches. But he had 5 receptions for 42 yards, right? And those were like when we needed them. So very, very happy that we actually started targeting our tight end.
Let me hop in here for a second when we're talking about Evan Ingram. So my favorite play that Evan Ingram had was that catch and run to the outside where you thought he was going to get pushed out, and he somehow had the ability to shake that off and move to the inside and get another handful of yards.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think that is invaluable, and I love to see it.
Yeah. I think that one was his. I think that's the one that's on the stat sheet. I think for as long as it was 20 yards. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so like I said, it's like Evan Ingram is one of those guys that if you target him and you hit him at the right moment, like it's going to work out in our favor. And I've been screaming since probably last season when we just weren't targeting tight ends at all that we need to. Number 2 wide receiver. Are you talking about Ingram? I mean, honestly, Marvin Mims.
Step sheet was not
that shit. On the snap count, I mean, like I said, Courtland and Marvin, like I said, are 2. They're neck and neck. So, like, we don't. Who's a certified number 2?
That's what he was saying. He was saying who's a certified.
Oh, definitely Mims. I think Mims for sure is a certified number 2. Courtland's still number 1. Because Courtland had 10 targets opposed to Mims' 7. The only person that had any more target or had the same amount of targets was Franklin. He also had 10 targets for 3 receptions. So
for only 19 yards, but he did have a touchdown off of a tip.
Off of the tip.
And I love D-Rock's comment coming in here saying, "Damn, tip drill out there."
Oh, dude,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I was losing it. But you know what? I will say this: I'm proud of Bo Nix. I'm proud of Bo Nix because under all that pressure, right? He almost fumbled, about lost my mind, but he recovered it. It was fine. It's like I don't know what the hell you're doing.
He went J.K. Dobbins,
and then went. Don't need this no more. Oh, wait. Like, I was like, what are you doing out there, my guy? But all right, but the fact that he didn't throw an interception tonight, boy, I tell you, I don't know about you, I was terrified. A lot of them passes he was throwing was terrified. All right. And then Bo overthrowing receivers was another I'm going to nitpick on him. What are you doing? What are you overthrowing receivers for? Like, and it wasn't like, oh, there was one or two here. I mean, he overthrew quite a bit tonight.
He overthrew Troy Franklin by 5 yards at minimum. D-Rock coming in saying, give me all the hate, but shout out the New York Giants because they came to play. Absolutely no fear. Hey, I'll give him a tip of my hat, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, whether you win by 1 or by 30. And we got through it and we won the game by a field goal, mind you, a last second field goal with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Vindication.
I'll be honest. I thought we were just trying to make it to the field goal line, and then he hit Cortland Sutton down the field on the left hand side, and I was like, oh, we got this, absolutely. And then when they lined up for the field goal, I'm sitting there going, please, big nuts Lutz, come on, let's go. Bro, I don't know.
I'll tell you. I mean, for the Giants to come out, their defense, Abdul Carter was putting in pressure. I mean, their defense came to play. And I mean, like I said, Wan'Dale Robinson pulled 95 yards on us, right? Their second guy had 88. I mean, hell, Cam Scatterbo, I told you, I done said it. They play off one another. Cam and Jackson play off one another. And when the Cam on 16 carries pulled 60 yards, and then also had 3 receptions for 34 yards and a touchdown. They play off each other. I mean, they were not afraid of our secondary. They were not afraid of nobody.
Oh, like I said in the pregame, man, they had nothing to lose. They came in here. Their only job was they wanted to spoil the day for the Denver Broncos. Mm-hmm. That's what they wanted to do, and they almost did it. I'm gonna jump over to defense here real quick with the stats. Not a great day for the defense. I'm gonna be honest. Not a great day for the defense. They did come in clutch when we needed it. So as far as that aspect of the defense goes, my hat off to the defense still. But I still don't think that we can say that we have the best defense in the NFL. I think we're 2, maybe 3. And with this performance, we may have dropped to 3 or 4. Just to kind of run down some stats, Denver as a whole only had 4 sacks. We had Jonathan Cooper had 1.5 sacks just himself. We had Malcolm Roach with a 1/2 sack, Zach Allen with a 1/2 sack, and Q Robinson with a 1/2 sack.
And then did you call Tillman's as well?
Tillman
also had a sack.
Oh, Tillman had a full sack. Yep. No, I missed that one. So I mean, other than that, I mean, more than 3. So I mean, you were right, 3+. 3+ on the sacks. Their tackle Thomas, I think, did a damn good job against Nick Bonito, who had no sacks this game.
Yeah, I'm very upset. I sat there and I put on that he'd get more than 1/2 a sack on was it the Picks app? I was like, yep, I think Cam Scatterbo is going to get 59 yards. That's fine. And I was like, Nick Bonito is going to get more than 1/2 a sack. Nick Bonito just let me down tonight. I was like, everybody's like, House of Bonito.
And
I guess he just went home.
And that's why they call it gambling, ladies and gentlemen. Leading tackles for total was Alex Singleton. Dre Greenlaw had 6 total, 1 solo. Brandon Jones, who went down there at the end of the game there on that last play, which kind of was a scary moment. He had 6 total, 3 solo.
Yeah.
Pat Surtain had no tackles, no sacks, and only had one pass defended.
Yeah.
They really weren't targeting him, though, to be quite honest.
I mean, and when they did, it was a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pat
Surtain kept the record going with penalties, unfortunately.
I told you, like I said, Pat Surtain is not a bad, like he's not, right? We all know this. Like I shouldn't have to say it, right? He's not a bad quarterback. That man just cannot stay away from just grabbing dudes up and getting pass interference calls. He just can't. I don't know. Like for him, it's like crack. He just wants to do it.
D-Rock's got a good question here. Is the New York Giants kicker getting a direct flight back to New Jersey, or is he going to Wyoming or some shit? That man probably is taking a private plane home. I mean, let's be honest. Even if he would have made the 2 extra points, we still would have won.
And not only that, I mean, you also got to remember that's their backup.
Oh, that's right. Graham Gano is injured.
That is not their primary.
D-Rock also coming in saying, "Bitch, A refs." Yes, sir. I agree.
And now I want to do this. I'm going to talk about it before you do because I'm so pumped. I was screaming, was talking about it. I've been saying it. We need turnovers. And who come out of left field but Justin Strnad with that interception?
Bro, I was screaming at the TV. I'm like, you better score, you son of a...
I was so happy. I was like, please. And what I tell you, I was like, it's all about reading the cornerback. If you look at that play again, right, he goes to go in, and he's like, hold up, and he sets back, and he ain't looking about nothing around him. He's just watching Jackson Dart. He's like, where's it going? And he sees where he's playing. He goes, oh, it's coming right here. Boop. Perfectly read Jackson Dart. Grabbed it. And I was like, oh, there it is. I was like, there's our chance. That's what it is right there. That's all we needed. Oh my goodness. I was sitting there jumping up and down. I was like, thank you, God.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I texted you. I said, there's your turnover. That's what you were looking for. And again, it was at a time that we needed a turnover. It wasn't, I mean, again, Jackson Dart, I'll give it to him. He came to play. I thought when he tweaked his ankle, I was like, oh, here we go. Russell Wilson's coming in. Defense is going to eat. And, you see Russell Wilson, he had hope. Like, you saw it. He had hope. He was like, I'm warming up. I'm going to come in and show these mother effers. No. Jackson Dart was like, no. I'm good. Sit down.
No, that man, Russell Wilson is definitely, he's praying. He is praying for Jackson. I mean, it's like, even though Jackson Dart, like I said, even though the Giants lost, they showed out.
He was probably on the sideline doing high knees and all kinds of shit.
I got to give it to the Giants, dude. Like, I agree with D-Rock. They came to play. I mean, next year, maybe a year or two, if they keep holding Jackson and Cam, brother, they're going to be a force. Listen, they will be a force to be reckoned with. We'll be coming in like, all right, we're going against the Giants. Time to lock in.
I think after this loss, I think Dabo is on the hot seat. I think his job's in question.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I care, but I'm just saying, like,
again, not like I said. If listen, I'll tell you right now, I'm a Broncos fan. I love the Denver Broncos. I want to see the Broncos go to the Super Bowl, right? But I'll tell you right now, Giants ain't playing the Broncos. I'm not rooting for the team. I'm just rooting for Jackson Dart and Cam because them dudes are just goofy and they are just homies. Got a new comment up here from Shy. What do you think about Dre Greenlaw? Again, everybody was sitting there and saying, "Oh, Dre Greenlaw's back. That's what we need. That's what the thing that we're gonna get all these. That's six tackles, one solo, right? One QB hit, right? Average. from all the hype that we've been hearing and all the hype we've been giving Dre Greenlaw, I expect that man to get 3 sacks on his own.
Well,
am I wrong to think that? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong to think it, but let's take a half a step back. Okay, the man had a season-ending injury, right? He came back, thought we were going to see him from the get-go. Then he hurts himself. In fact, twice, I think, because I think he got hurt in the preseason. Came back from that, and then had that thigh injury, and then kept having setbacks. So for him to come in and have however many snaps he had, and have an average to decent performance and not have any injuries, knock on wood, I hope, I think it is okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not pounding the table like, he was a godsend or anything like that. He came in, he had his snaps, he was productive, and hopefully, he comes out unscathed. But now the question is he gonna improve and start ramping up more and more and more as the season goes on?
And again, I completely, I can agree with you on that. But then let's not, as fans, sit there and go, "Oh, Dre Greenlaw's he's the key, and when the key's here, we're gonna just stomp him." You know what I'm saying? Like, let's actually manage expectations of a guy that does that, and not just be like, "Oh yeah, no, once he gets in, like, no one's getting through us." Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I understand where you're coming from, and I think it's a valid point. T-Rock will not let this go. We need to call up the Jets and get Wilson. F it. We are not getting to the Super Bowl with our wide receivers. D-Rock, I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I think Wilson from the Jets, and I ain't talking, I think he's a drama queen. I don't want that in the locker room. I think our wide receivers are a good core, but our play calling is what's lacking. Our play calling is what's lacking tremendously.
I get D-Rock's frustration because here's my thing. I was saying the same thing last year. So I was more focused on our running backs than I was the receivers, right? Because our rushing last year was abysmal, right? We all hated Javonte Williams.
Yeah,
right?
And now he's doing all kinds of shit in Dallas. What the hell?
Yeah. Hey, good for him, right? Okay. But here's my thing.
Feel bad about it.
But here's the thing, is that I remember when we were talking about it, because like last year when Jerry Jeudy come to Mile High and put up numbers on us, I think he put up like 200 plus yards on us, plus 2 touchdowns. I was like, hey, why don't we why did we release this guy, right? Because Jerry Jeudy, let's be honest, he's a good wide receiver, right? And then I'd hear Johnny and Jay, "Oh, well, we're building a different kind of camaraderie. We're building a different type of team. We don't want prima donnas. We don't want this." And I'm like, listen, you need that kind of arrogance, all right? You need that arrogance. As much as you want something to be like, "Oh, I don't want prima donnas in the locker room." It takes a certain type of person to be arrogant enough, but then to back it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But I mean, again, you look at the Jerry Jeudy situation. I mean, he had Russell Wilson throwing in the ball. Like, we now know that Russell Wilson is not the quarterback that we did not get the Russell Wilson that beat us.
We thought we were getting. No, 100%. No, that's the thing, right? That's the thing that. Hey,
D-Rock also coming in here saying, "Let's get Andrews from Baltimore." I think if Denver targets anybody, maybe it could be Andrews, but I think Andrews is going to have too high of a price tag.
You know who I wanted to get when I heard that he was getting released? I wanted to get Cooper. I wanted to get Cooper Kupp.
Oh, absolutely, I did too.
When I saw Cooper get released, I was like, I want Cooper. Like, that dude was making plays, right, with Matt Stafford, right? When Puka came in and Puka started dousing him, right, he was like, whatever, I'm done. It's fine. he's a deep ball threat. That's the thing that we don't have. We have no deep ball threats. All right, and it's the same thing that we've all said. I'd love to see Cooper Rush, right? I'd love to go after him. Mark Andrews is not. Yeah, he's not who we need.
You mean Cooper? You said Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is the quarterback, the backup quarterback for Dallas.
Sorry, Cooper Kupp. Sorry.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Sorry. I want Cooper Kupp, but like Mark Andrew, he's not the same tight end that he was before all the injuries and whatnot. Like even Baltimore is not targeting, right? And again, that's because they also had Cooper Rush behind their center, absolutely falling apart. But it's Cooper Rush, so what do you expect? But even when Lamar was there, like he wasn't being targeted. And Baltimore's talking about how Isaiah Likely is about to finally start filling in those gaps. So like, I don't want to sit there and pull somebody that's on their last leg, right, and hope that they have a redemption arc. I want to get somebody that's midway through their career, right, still somewhat early on, that's going to be able to actually help us.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, looking ahead in the schedule, next week we got to play, I believe we got to go to Dallas and play the Cowboys. And then we have the Texans, and then we have the Raiders, and then we have the GD Chiefs. And, and the Chiefs, absolutely dog walked the Raiders today, 31-0. But again, the Raiders are the Raiders, and the Chiefs are, coming back fully healthy. They just got Rashee Rice back, who had a day from what I read and seen.
So we have Dallas we have Dallas next, and then Houston. We're at Houston, but Dallas is a home game.
Oh, okay. So Dallas is coming to town. So who knows?
Dallas is coming. Listen, and Dak's been on a tear this year. Dak's healthy. Dak's been on a tear, and they have two deep threat players. All right, they got George Pickens, and they got CeeDee Lamb's back, and
I don't even want to talk about CeeDee Lamb. I thought he wasn't going to do shit today, and I pulled him off my bench, and he went off, and now I'm just sitting here just mad as hell. CeeDee Lamb is a fucking egg.
I'm just saying, bro, brother. I pulled somebody, and I put in McCaffrey on Washington. Was thinking like, Deebo Samuels is out, like we'll throw him in because he's gonna be the number one wideout. Nope, nothing. Got zero.
I guess something happened to Jaden Daniels because next thing I know, I'm getting a notification that Marcus Mariota is going in. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
0 points. 0 points I got from that guy. 0 points from Luke McCaffrey.
So Yost, from a team standpoint, I'm gonna kind of talk overall here.
Okay.
Denver had 15 passing first downs and 8 rushing first downs. So that just goes to tell you what Denver's game plan was. Again, Denver seems to have abandoned the run game for the most part and is focusing, in my opinion, primarily on passing. You look at, Bo Nix threw the ball 50 times, and he barely made half of those. But, again, we had 265 yards passing compared to the Giants' 268. So, it was pretty even. Mm-hmm. Again, Bo Nix 27 for 50, Jackson Dart 15 for 33. Jackson Dart did have the more yards per pass, but the thing that is the difference maker is that interception thrown by Jackson Dart. Rushing, we had a little more rushing yards. We had 142 to their 119, but they had more rushing attempts at 32 compared to our 24. So, again, we had double the passing attempts than we did rushing. And I don't understand why we're flipping the script and we're not pushing the run game. I mean, it could be because of the injuries we have on the offensive line. Mike McGlinchey went down for a few plays. Hopefully he'll be okay. I personally think we need to pull in before the trade deadline. We need to pull in a stud offensive lineman, maybe even trade for one.
No, 100%. Our offensive line, the amount of pressures that Jackson was facing today was absolutely ridiculous. I think that was probably a huge reason why we weren't running the ball. But my thing is this is the screen passes, right? The screen, like, what? Why are we throwing screens? Why are we throwing screens? I don't know if I was on the show or if it was right before we came on the show. I said we threw 3 screen passes, daggone near back to back, and either lost or ended at the line of scrimmage. So no game, right? You might as well then just run the ball because you might at least pull a yard or two and at least get some forward momentum, right? But I mean, I think you can just tag that back to Sean Payton's play calling. He doesn't like to run the ball. He wants to pass, right? Unfortunately, either between Bo just not being in the mindset, locked in, wide receiver weapons, whatever, right? Time in the pocket, whatever, right? He was struggling just to get the ball out near his receivers, or it was getting tipped. Like, in those instances, you have to run the ball. You have to.
Yeah,
after the Bulls flop in the end zone, I was like, run the ball. What does he do? He passes to Cortland Sutton, who, let's be honest, I was like, oh, and then you just heard him get cracked.
Oh, Cortland Sutton got drilled. I mean, absolutely just drilled.
And I was like, why aren't we running the ball? Why get Nick Bowles, run to his side, have Nick Bowles pancake whoever the hell's in front of him, have Dobbins or Harvey drop the shoulder and push it in for the touchdown. What are we doing here?
I don't know. But with that being said, we're going to get into our segment next, and that is called Who's Got the Balls? I love when we're playing these, like, for everybody watching, y'all can't see what I can see, but like I can see Yost in the bottom left, and he's dancing to every single song. It's hilarious every time. All right, so what we got going on, as everybody knows, looks like we got 140 people watching. So make sure you smash that like button, give us a subscribe on YouTube, share get it out there. We are going to go over game balls. And what this is we give game balls out to those that deserve it. I don't know how many we're going to be giving out offensively or defensively because, again, this win was not pretty, but it definitely got the blood flowing and the heart racing there in the fourth quarter. So, Mike, I'm going to give you the opportunity to go first. Let's do one offense, one defense, and then I'll give my one offense, one defense. So you go first, my friend.
All right. We're going to go defense. All right. We're going to go defense. I've been screaming all week, all year. We need turnovers. All right. First game ball is going to Justin Shannon. All right. For that beautiful, right when we needed it, interception. All right. That man gets a game ball for me. I don't think it's a question there. Right. Did everything perfectly. Pulled back, read Jackson, grabbed it. Oh, I was so happy. He's getting the defensive game ball for me. For sure.
Right. Who do you got offense?
Our offense. For offense, I think honestly, it's a toss-up. But for this, Also because I've got him on my fantasy team.
Don't you take mine. Don't you do it.
I'm going to give it to Bo Nix.
You son of a... All right.
All right. If you play Bo Nix in fantasy, that man brought you in 39 points. That's the most that man has ever brought in, to my knowledge. But honestly, just off of his fourth quarter performance with the 2 rushing touchdowns, right? I got to give it to him. Like, yes, he's having issues with the tipped balls. He's having issues, here and there. He didn't throw an interception, right? He did everything he could. He helped get us down the field. He started slinging the football at the very end, right? So game ball from me for the offense is definitely going to go to Bo Nix.
You suck. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I guess I will start with defense first. Again, in my humble opinion, and I know I might catch some flack in the chat for this, our defense did not play up to what it's capable of for 3, I would even say 3.5 quarters, to be quite honest with you.
I'd give you 4. They didn't play to their potential the whole game.
I don't want to go that far down that road, but but I mean defensively, honestly, I want to give it up to Zach Allen. Zach Allen had his name called out there multiple times for back-to-back defensive plays. He had a pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. He did have half a sack. He had 2 pass deflections, 2 QB hits, and 4 total tackles with 1 solo. I am so glad that Zach Allen got re-signed and we got him on the Broncos for, a handful of more years, and we paid the man because, last year he was balling out. I feel like he is definitely one of the leaders there on that defensive line, and definitely a leader in the locker room. So for my defensive game ball, tip of the hat going out to Zach Allen. Offense was
it's so hard.
It was not pretty. It was not pretty. You know what? I'm going to call an audible.
Oh, here we go.
My offensive game ball, I'm going to give it to Big Nuts Lutz, because that man hit that field goal and made it right down the middle. And, every time Denver has to kick a field goal towards the end of the game, I hold my breath. But that man took that pressure on and did his job. He went out there, he hit that field goal, and he got us the win. Honestly, an honorable mention. I'll give 2. I'm going to give to Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims. They had the most receiving yards for the game, well above in the average yards per catch department as well. But they made their catches when we absolutely needed them to. I hope that both of them just keep improving, moving along the season. We don't have a bye week until week 12. Like we've got a handful of games to go before Denver gets any rest. And so we really need them to play to their potential and just keep improving every single week and absolutely stay healthy.
I'm going to give one honorable mention just to Evan Ingram. I said that it wasn't Bo. I think I probably would have given it to Evan Ingram, even though he didn't lead us in receiving yards, but just when he was targeted and he could make those catches, he made plays with them.
I'm surprised you didn't give an honorable mention to Hufanga, because Hufanga almost had an interception twice in this game.
Hufanga almost killed Brandon Jones. All right, so Hufanga hit the wrong guy too hard. All right,
I mean, when I saw Brandon Jones and all of a sudden I saw the hair, I was like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be terrible.
I just see Brandon just laying there. I was like, Hufanga, wrong team, my guy. I was like, wrong team, my guy. The guys in the white, not the guys in the orange.
Bro, yeah, no, when both those times when I saw Hufanga, I thought he was gonna have that pick. I was like getting ready to speed dial you. I was gonna just yell, Hufanga! Oh man,
If he had gotten it, honestly, I'd have been so happy because then I'd have been like, I told you, I knew it. But no, he just ended up
I would
laying
have
out
been
Brandon
yelling
Jones.
you to go play the lottery.
We were so close.
Hey, a win is a win. Again, whether it's by 1 point or 30 points. I'm gonna, we're kind of getting there towards the top of the hour. I'm just gonna kind of give my final thoughts. Again, not a pretty win. Denver's now on a 4-game winning streak. Starting to feel it a little bit, but again, the wins that we are getting are not pretty. They're not wowing. They're not wowing people.
They are absolute slugfests to the end.
They are definitely the wins that we are getting right now are definitely wins where the team is showing that they're trying to stay as mentally tough as possible and keep fighting. The one thing that I can say about this team, both offensively and of course defensively, is we don't give up. We don't give up. We play to the whistle. We play to the very absolute end. So again, we got the Cowboys coming to town next week, and they're no slouch. Even though, according to the analysts, the Cowboys have one of the worst defenses in the NFL. We just got to keep improving. And like I said, Sean Payton, keep your ass on the sideline. And why he was out there, I have no idea. But I'm curious to see how much of a fine he's going to get for that. Shy, I don't know if I agree with this comment, but I'm going to give it to you. Bo Nix needs to get his head out of his butt. I don't know if Bo Nix's head is in his butt or if it's he's going to be a dad and he that kind of deal. But I think Bo Nix just needs to keep his head down, keep his nose in the playbook, keep hustling at practice, and keep improving. And again, I don't know, man. That's my thoughts. This game in particular, coming down to the very, very end and the very wire, reminded me of all those games that Tim Tebow won for us. I mean, that was a season where every single game I was sweating because I was Tebowing, I was praying, I was doing everything I could think of, and that man just kept finding a way to win games. And I think that's what, if you had to give any kind of an identity to the Denver Broncos right now, is they find a way to win. And I just want to see that keep going and keep improving. So, Mike, what are your final thoughts, brother?
Final thoughts are, I'm glad we won. This was a slugfest to the end, right? For a while there, was upset. It was just staring at the TV, just like, what is happening? I like that we come back in the fourth quarter. I'm tired of being a fourth quarter team. I don't want to sit there and have these nail biter endings anymore. I want us to control the game throughout the game, right? Other teams are going to score, right? It is what it is. It's football, right? It is what it is. But to go up to 26-8, right, and just be like, oh, well, we better start hitting some miracles. Like, I can't do it anymore.
You can do it.
Yeah. I just need us to be able. I need our offense to move the ball throughout all three quarters and not just last minute fourth quarter Hail Marys. I think that's fair.
I think we definitely had some mile high magic tonight.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I can't even imagine. I mean, imagine how we feel, but then multiply that by 10 with the guys at the game. I mean, they are probably on cloud 9 tonight. But yeah, it was a crazy ride. But again, for our viewers and our listeners, I'm Bronco Rob. That's Bronco Grunt. That way, I keep forgetting that I got to point the other direction. Mr. Yost, the host with the most. I appreciate you being on today with me, pulling double duty. And again, Orange and Blue Network, Broncos Country. We got the W, so it's definitely Dub City, and
honestly,
we're gonna celebrate it, and we're gonna keep moving forward.
I think honestly, even though it was just because of the comeback, does this game deserve a mile high five?
I'll give it to you. I know Johnny's not here to do it with us, but hopefully he's doing it in the stadium. So for our viewers that are new here, that are not here, before we get out of here, again, hit us up on all our social media, especially over here on YouTube. Give us a subscribe. We're trying to give away a Bo Nix orange jersey. Facebook, X, everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts. Again, Orange and Blue Network, any which way you can find us. We'd love to hear from you guys. We love all of our fans, all of our supporters. And with that being said, we are going to do the mile high five. So I need everybody, get your arms out wide. And on 3, 1, 2, 3, mile high five!
Woo!
So again, thanks everybody.
Only because of the comeback.
Again, thanks everybody. And we'll see you on the next one. Everybody have a good night. Mile high salute.